All right, welcome back everyone for another deep dive with ZenFitPulse.com. This time, we're going to be looking at an article all about building stronger legs, but with dumbbells.
With dumbbells.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you think dumbbells, you think like, biceps, triceps, shoulders.
Upper body.
Yeah, upper body. But this article is saying, no, you can actually use dumbbells for your legs.
Yeah. It's kind of a myth buster, right?
Yeah.
We think about leg day and we imagine those big leg press machines at the gym, lots of weight. But dumbbells can be just as effective.
Okay, so yeah, I'm intrigued. What makes dumbbells so good for like legs specifically?
Well, first you've got to think about versatility, right? You can target all those different muscles in your legs with a wider range of motion, way more than you'd get with like a machine.
So you're saying I can really hit all those little muscles, like the ones that help with balance and stuff?
Exactly. You hit those stabilizing muscles, which are so important for preventing injuries too. Plus, you're naturally working on your balance because dumbbells don't stabilize the weight for you the way a machine does.
Oh, that makes sense. So it's more about control and engaging those muscles rather than just piling on weight.
Yeah. It's a different kind of challenge. And then there's progressive overload, which we always talk about. You can easily add more weight to your dumbbells as you get stronger, or try different techniques like drop sets or rest pause sets to really push your limits.
Okay, so we're talking drop sets, we're talking rest pause sets. That sounds pretty intense. I'm kind of curious to like actually dive into like the actual exercises.
Yeah, let's get into it. The ZenFit Pulse article, it lays out 5 key exercises, and it starts with the goblet squat.
Goblet squat. Okay, I'm already a little lost. What's a goblet squat?
So basically, you hold the dumbbell vertically in front of your chest, kind of like you're holding a big goblet, hence the name.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and this position, it does a couple of things. It really makes you engage your core to stay upright, and it also targets your quads and glutes even more than a regular squat.
So you're saying it's like a squat, a core workout, and good posture practice all in one. I like the sound of that.
Exactly.
All right, what about number 2 on this list?
Next up is the Romanian deadlift, or RDL for short.
RDL. Okay.
This one's all about the posterior chain. That's the muscles along the back of your body from your hamstrings up to your lower back.
Posterior chain. Now that's a term I've heard a lot, but what exactly is the posterior chain and why is it so important?
Think of it as the foundation for powerful movements. Standing, walking, running, jumping, anything that uses your hips, really. But we spend so much time sitting these days that a lot of people have weak posterior chains.
Oh, so strengthening those muscles. It's not just about athletic performance, but also about counteracting all that sitting we do, right?
Exactly. And the Romanian deadlift is perfect for that. It really focuses on the hamstrings and glutes and teaches you to hinge at the hips properly.
Okay, so we've got goblet squats for overall strength and posture, Romanian deadlifts for a strong posterior chain. What's next?
Number 3, we've got dumbbell lunges. Classic exercise, but adding dumbbells takes it to a whole new level.
Oh, lunges, yeah. Love-hate relationship with those. But I am curious, like, how do the dumbbells change things?
Well, for one, it's more challenging, but more importantly, dumbbells force each leg to work independently, so you can't rely on your stronger side to compensate. You're also more likely to notice and correct any imbalances between your legs.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, I'm starting to see why dumbbells are so versatile for leg day. What's number 4?
Number 4 is the dumbbell step up. This one's great because it's simple. Pretty much everyone has a step or a sturdy box at home they can use.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
What makes step up so special, though?
They're all about explosive power. You know, that power you need for everyday things like climbing stairs or even just getting up from a chair. And of course, they work those quads and glutes too.
Building functional strength. I like it. All right, last but not least, what's the final exercise in this dumbbell leg workout?
Don't forget about the calves. Dumbbell calf raises are number 5. They might seem basic, but strong calves are essential for ankle stability, running, jumping, and, looking good in sandals.
Can't argue with that. So we've got 5 exercises hitting all the major muscle groups in the legs. What I'm really liking about this ZenFit Pulse article is that it's not just throwing exercises at us, it's explaining why these movements are so effective.
That's what makes it such a valuable resource. It's not just about what to do, it's about understanding why you're doing it and how it all fits into a bigger picture of fitness and well-being.
Absolutely. And speaking of the bigger picture, this article also stresses the importance of warming up and cooling down, which I know a lot of people tend to skip.
Warming up is so crucial for preparing your muscles and preventing injuries. You want to get that blood flowing and increase flexibility before you start lifting heavy. And cooling down helps to reduce muscle soreness and improve recovery.
So are they talking specific warm-up and cool-down routines in the article?
Yeah, they suggest dynamic stretches for warming up, things like leg swings and arm circles. And for cooling down, they recommend static stretches where you hold each stretch for a bit longer.
All right, so we've got the exercises, the why behind them, and even the warm-up and cool-down. That's a pretty comprehensive approach. But what really stood out to me is that they actually provide a sample weekly routine.
Yeah, that's what makes it so practical. It takes the guesswork out of it and shows you how to put all these pieces together to create a balanced workout plan.
I love that. It's like they're giving you a roadmap for success.
Exactly. So if you've been slacking on leg day or just looking to try something new, I highly recommend checking out this ZenFit Pulse article. It's got everything you need to build strong, balanced legs right at home.
I'm totally with you on that. And for our listeners, what's the one big takeaway from all this? What should they be thinking about when it comes to using dumbbells for their leg workouts?
I think the key is to remember that dumbbells aren't just for upper body. They offer a unique and effective way to work your legs, build strength, improve balance, and target those often neglected muscles. And the best part, you can do it all right at home.
So simple, so effective. And I think it's a great reminder that sometimes the simplest tools can be the most powerful.
Absolutely.
All right, well, I don't know about you, but I am feeling inspired to grab some dumbbells and get to work.
Me too. And remember, strong legs aren't just about aesthetics. They're about feeling good, moving well, and preventing injuries.
Totally. So what aspects of your current leg routine could benefit from some dumbbell love? Let us know. We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences.
Yeah, enjoy the conversation. We're all on this fitness journey together.
All right, we'll be back in just a bit to keep this deep dive going.
See you soon. You know, one thing I really like about the Zen Fit Pulse approach is how they talk about like the whole picture. They don't just focus on like lifting weights.
Okay, yeah, what do you mean by that?
Well, like they mentioned doing cardio on your off days,
Hmm.
to keep your heart healthy and build endurance.
Right, right. It's all about balance, right? Not just lifting weights all the time.
Exactly. And they don't get too specific with the type of cardio, which I like. Running, swimming, biking, even just brisk walking. Anything that gets your heart rate up.
Yeah, as long as you enjoy it, right? That's how you stay consistent.
Totally. And they also talk about this thing called active recovery, which basically means, on your rest days, instead of just like vegging out completely,
Yeah.
you do some light activity like walking or stretching or maybe some yoga.
Oh, active recovery. I've heard of that. So it's not just about like, you know, crushing it in the gym all the time. You got to give your body a break, but still keep it moving.
Yeah. It helps with muscle recovery and prevents stiffness.
Makes sense. I definitely need to work on that.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of just like collapsing on the couch on my rest days.
Well, we all do sometimes. But yeah, speaking of rest, the articles also talks about avoiding overtraining.
Overtraining, yeah. That's a real thing.
It is. You got to push yourself to see results, but you also got to know when to back off and let your body recover.
So true. It's easy to get carried away when you're feeling motivated.
Right. And your muscles actually grow during the recovery period, not during the workout itself.
Mhm.
So those rest days, they're super important.
That's a good point. So rest is not just about avoiding burnout. It's actually like a key part of getting stronger.
Exactly. And how much rest you need, that varies from person to person. You got to listen to your body.
Okay, so it's not just about following a set schedule. It's about paying attention to how you feel and adjusting things as needed.
Yep. It's about that mind-body connection. And I think this article does a good job of, emphasizing that.
It's like they're saying, hey, listen to your body, work with it, not against it.
Exactly. And that's something we often forget in our quest for, those six-pack abs or whatever.
Right, right. It's not just about how we look, it's about how we feel.
Right. Absolutely. And speaking of feeling good, let's talk about the mental and emotional benefits of exercise. We've been focusing a lot on the physical stuff, but exercise has a huge impact on our mood, our stress levels, our overall well-being.
Oh, for sure. After a good workout, I always feel so much more energized and clear-headed. So my brain gets a workout too.
Right. It's like a reset button for your mind. And
Yeah.
there's actually a lot of research that shows how exercise can help reduce anxiety and depression, improve sleep quality, even boost your self-esteem.
Wow, so it's not just about looking good, it's about feeling good too. And maybe even feeling better mentally and emotionally than we did before.
Exactly. It's that mind-body connection again. And I think even though the ZenFit Pulse article is about leg workouts, they kind of touch on this by emphasizing the importance of listening to your body.
That's a good point. Being in tune with your body, knowing when to push and when to rest, that takes a certain level of self-awareness that goes beyond the physical.
I agree. It's a holistic approach to fitness, and I think that's what makes ZenFit Pulse so appealing. They get it.
They do. So for those of you listening who are now feeling super pumped to try these dumbbell leg workouts, what's like the one piece of advice, the one golden nugget of wisdom we can leave you with to get started?
I would say don't try to do too much too soon. Pick 2 or 3 exercises that you like, focus on getting the form right, and then gradually add more as you get stronger.
Okay, start slow, focus on form. Got it.
Yeah.
And I think it goes without saying, but, always consult with a doctor or physical therapist before starting any new workout program.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Especially if you have any injuries or health concerns.
Safety first.
Hmm.
All right, well, this has been a really insightful deep dive into dumbbell leg workouts. We've covered a lot of ground here, but hopefully you're feeling as inspired as I am to try some of these exercises.
Me too. And remember, consistency is key. Make those workouts a regular part of your routine, and you'll start seeing amazing results.
Absolutely. So tell us, what are you going to try first? What are you most excited to incorporate into your own leg day?
Yeah, share your thoughts. We'd love to hear from you.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, but we'll be back to wrap things up with some final thoughts on this awesome ZenFit Pulse article on dumbbell leg workouts.
See you soon. You know, what I really appreciate about this ZenFit Pulse article is how they make strength training seem like not so intimidating.
Yeah, for sure. They break it down in a way that's easy to understand, even if you're not like a gym rat.
Exactly. And they emphasize that you don't need a gym membership or a bunch of fancy equipment, just a set of dumbbells and you're good to go.
I think that's so important, especially for people who, maybe feel intimidated by the gym or think they need to spend a ton of money to get fit.
Absolutely. It's all about empowering people to take control of their fitness no matter their circumstances.
And that's what we love about ZenFit Pulse, right? They make fitness accessible to everyone.
Totally. They make it fun too, which is so important.
Okay, so let's say someone is feeling inspired and wants to try these dumbbell leg workouts. What advice would you give them to get started?
I'd say pick a couple of exercises that seem interesting to you, like maybe 2 or 3, and just focus on getting the form right.
Start small, focus on form. Got it.
Yeah, and once you feel comfortable, you can gradually add more exercises or increase the weight.
And of course, as always, consult with a healthcare professional before starting any new workout program.
Right, especially if you have any injuries or health conditions.
Safety first. We
Yeah.
got to emphasize that.
Absolutely. And don't forget about warming up and cooling down. It's so important for preventing injuries and maximizing your results.
Those few minutes make a big difference.
They do, and consistency is key. Make those workouts a regular part of your routine and you'll start to see those results over time.
That's all about building those healthy habits, right?
Exactly. And don't get discouraged if you don't see results right away. It takes time and effort, but if you stick with it, it's so worth it.
Patience, my friend, patience.
And listen to your body. If you're feeling any pain, stop and rest. It's always better to err on the side of caution.
Well said. All right, as we wrap up this deep dive into dumbbell leg workouts, I want to touch on something we mentioned earlier, the mental and emotional benefits of exercise.
Yes, we talked a lot about the physical benefits, but exercise is just as good for our minds.
It's true. I always feel so much better after a good workout, more energized, more focused, just happier overall.
Right, and studies have shown that exercise can help reduce stress, anxiety, even symptoms of depression.
It's amazing how much of an impact it can have on our mental and emotional well-being.
It's powerful stuff. So it's not just about building a strong body, it's about building a strong mind, too.
Mind, body, spirit, it's all connected. Well, I think we've covered just about everything there is to know about dumbbell leg workouts.
We've gone deep.
We have. If you're feeling inspired to start incorporating these workouts into your routine, we highly recommend checking out the full article on zenfitpulse.com. It has all the detailed information you need, including step-by-step instructions, visuals, and a sample workout plan.
And don't forget to subscribe to the ZenFit Pulse podcast for more deep dives into all things health and fitness.
We're so glad you joined us for another episode. We hope you found it informative and motivating.
Remember, fitness is a journey, not a destination. So embrace the process, celebrate your progress, and keep moving forward.
Until next time, stay strong, stay motivated, and keep those legs pumping.